My name is Peter Santenello, and I make videos around the world. But for the first time, I'm showing my home country, America. In this video series, my Ukrainian wife and I travel through Northern California to places most foreigners and even Americans don't know about. We will show you USA culture through the combination of an outsider's and a local's perspective. Join us on a road trip through a very diverse, often misunderstood, and stunningly beautiful land. It's really cool when you come back to your country after being gone for a long time. Check it out, check it out.
Yeah, famous brekkie.
Famous. This is the brekkie I do pretty much every day of my life. 3 eggs. Put these guys over some bread, cheese, and then this is what makes it. This is what makes it. The avocado. Nice, buttery, soft, rich, tasty California avocados. But that's not it. Little pepper going on here. Salt. And then, this is what I miss so much about home is salsa. Do that. And that's the brekkie. Full protein. I don't eat lunch usually, so that gets me through most of the day. Another interesting observation about the US is everything's got some sort of story. So this bread, for example, is Dave Killer bread. Dave went to prison. Dave started over in life. Dave started a bread company when he came out. Now Dave's a hero. At least that's the story. There's probably another story behind that too. You were saying this, Nana. You feel like the US is a place for second chances. Like if you mess up, you can figure it out again, right?
Yeah. I don't know how does it work in Ukraine specifically, but well, if you are in that kind of story already, you're basically staying there.
It's done.
You are not like creating this kind of bread that is.
Or maybe it's like some big corporation just made up a bullshit story about Dave.
But still, like you're buying it. You as Americans, it's
tasty. That
you feel
Dave
like
makes
it's
good
nice.
Dave
if
makes
somebody
good
said in Ukraine, let's say, oh, it's just a former prisoner or drug addict, like, why would you do that?
Okay. Right, you want to give Dave a chance here.
Yeah, you're like,
Dave's
good job.
rolling in millions of dollars, I'm sure. So a foreigner can always see something that a local can't see, and a local can see something a foreigner will never know. Like taxes. I was telling her about the differences of taxes in Nevada and California, how they're totally different. You never see that as a tourist.
Where are we going?
Going to an old gold mining area where they used to mine gold out of the hills here. I remember that, waiting for the school bus at the end. And if you miss the school bus, you're screwed. Mom's pissed. You're in trouble. And I think it teaches, now looking back on it, I think it teaches time management. Like, don't be late. Don't be late for the bus. And I gotta say, it is so much different than Europe. So much different, right? Like, just the feel of the place, the culture, how things are laid out. There is that serious distrust here. Don't you find that towards government? Like, people, I don't think you can feel it yet, but
well, in that print shop where the guy was like, oh, we are becoming so liberal because we cannot bear our weapon on us.
Where are guns? Yeah. But it's true. Like, there's just this feeling like government, you got to watch them because they'll screw you over, and you don't trust them for the most part. That's what I feel here. It's not like in Ukraine they trust the government either, right?
There's definitely a difference, because I remember when I first watched some American news back at the time when Trump just became a president, and just the national news were shitting on Trump, like, you know, saying all these words on the TV, and in Ukraine you will not see it. The normal news will never shit on the president or some people that work for the government, so it was really funny. Like the real freedom of the speech, I'd say.
Right. Well, and it also mainstream news has turned into sort of like an opinion format, where every journalist, not everyone, but a lot of the mainstream journalists are just speaking their opinions, right? And it's, a lot of it's just gotten really immature too. Like, he said this, she said that, and I don't feel good about that.
Yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous. The river's down because, well, it doesn't rain here. It doesn't rain here pretty much from April, May, until November. So all the rain in California comes in the winter. And what's interesting down here, babe, is everything's green here in the winter,
Right.
and in the summer it's brown. Who buys rental cars? You know they sell these rental cars.
Yeah.
This is where they were blasting the sides of the mountains and looking for gold. So just peeling away the sides of the mountains. Way up there?
Yeah.
Diggins Trail. That's beautiful. See, here's the wildlife. Black bear, bobcat even, hawk, deer, blue jay, mule deer, mountain lion. Those things are scary. Seriously. You do not want a mountain lion in front of you. Don't even know what these are called. I think they're some sort of water cannon. So, high pressured water would come through them. You can see the pipe there, and then just shoot out into the mountain. And that's why the side of the mountain is peeled away, because they just peel it away and then extract the gold from the stone. So this whole region in the Sierra Nevada foothills, this was where the gold rush happened. This is what funded the mass migration of people to the Western United States. This is what built San Francisco. This is what made a lot of people rich. This is what started Levi's jeans. Levi's it wasn't just the gold that was making people money, it was the companies providing to those, you know, out in the mines or wherever. And so Levi's was born, and all these other companies were born. There's a little old mining town down this dirt road, if my memory serves me correct. We'll go check that out. North Bloomfield School. This is North Bloomfield. This old town where the miners lived and their families. Cemetery. No, check out this sign here. Take a look. Wild bear. May be present. Avoid contact. Don't pet.
You folks this morning.
Oh, we're just walking around.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful in here.
It is nice.
Yeah.
There's a little slip there for your day use fee,
Okay.
and just drop it in the Iron Ranger, and I'll be back to open.
Okay. So we're just parked there. We're just walking here, and we'll leave in 5 minutes. Do we need to pay for that?
If you're here for more than 10 or 15 minutes, you gotta pay.
Okay, we'll be here for 14. Thank you, though.
Where are you headed?
We're going all the way to the coast today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all lefts. Up here, when the pavement ends, turn left.
Yep.
Okay.
At the top of the hill, when the pavement ends, turn left.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you
good
very
day and a safe ride.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. That's another observation about the U.S. is people are very proud in telling you directions.
Take one of the brochures.
Okay.
Okay. Especially in New York. New York's that way.
Yeah.
Like they'll compete over telling you the best route to get to a place. Sort of looks like a hipster barber shop, right?
Yeah.
Not too far off.
Yeah.
Old saloon. Looks like a pharmacy. It's probably bear poop. Bear poop. It's a squirrel or something.
Doesn't sound like a
Here it is from above. World's greatest hydraulic mining operation. This is how it was happening here.
Right.
It's high pressured water ripping apart the mountain. Chunks of gold falling away. This was wild here. This was brothels, gunfights, crazy shit. And they actually had the legal system and the whereabouts to be able to shut down this ecological disaster in 1884. I'm just gonna make a little world observation here. I was just in Mariupol, Ukraine, and their operation there is unbelievable. It exists. I actually made a video on it. It's unbelievable. It exists in 2019, and they have this massive mountain of debris or slack right next to the water, leaching into it. These factories just spewing all this hell into the air, and it's still going on. Look, every country has its strength and weakness. I'm not here to bash on Ukraine. I say so many good things about Ukraine, but environment and acknowledgement of ecology is really shitty. Camping is a big thing. Campgrounds are a big thing. This one's pretty empty right now. But it's pretty highly regulated. If you want to rip off and do your own thing way in the woods, then you can. But if you want to stay like in a more, say, controlled environment, there are these places, campgrounds in the national parks. There's little places set up. They have bathrooms. They have trash facilities. Some of them are pretty sweet. They're pretty nice. But here's something interesting. That's $35 to put your tent up, right? In San Francisco, which we're gonna see in a couple days, it's free to put your tent up on the street. So, go figure that one out. But I do think it's good that this stuff's regulated, because if the masses are gonna come into the woods, then keep them somewhat together, keep it organized, keep it clean. And so the nature is pretty well preserved up in these parts. No trash, quite nice. There's a postman. More of those monster trucks that you love. You love the big pickups, huh, Nana?
It's not like I love them, it's just I've never seen them in my country, so it's interesting, right?
The Central Valley. And it's not all beaches and mountains this state. The whole center is where most, I'd say a majority of the fruits and vegetables for the whole country are grown. It's not a pretty place for the most part. It's hot. Skies are blown out. Nothing really here, huh?
Yeah.
Towns are uninspiring.
Depressing, I'd say.
Depressing, but you see a lot of that. Imagine you moved to America, you married that great guy. Snake, like Snake. I'm sure he would have married you. And he moves you out here. What's so funny?
It's the RV of the Breaking Bad series. Yay.
Walter White, Jesse Pinkman.
Walter White in his underwear.
We're getting closer to the coast, a couple hours from the California coast. And this area is very remote. Cell phone coverage doesn't work in so many places.
Your device is not connected.
Whiteness is the ocean. Look in front of you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Oh, and that's there, right? It's ocean too?
Yeah, it's all ocean.
Wow.
Ah, yeah. End of the road. So we dissected all of California, and so cool. Like this last 2 hours, it was 100 degrees, like 38 Celsius. Now it's like 65 and much cooler. The ocean is cold. The current is the Humboldt Current, comes down from Alaska, and so it keeps the coastline cool. And often there's a lot of fog here when the interior of California gets super hot, and then this cold water and this cold air clashes. It creates this fog right on the coast, but we're lucky, no fog. Watch the poison oak, babe. There's this plant, I'll show you. There's this plant called poison oak that's nasty, nasty stuff. Here it is, the start of our coastal trip. We're just gonna go south from here for the next few days. San Francisco, tomorrow night. First night on the coast, Gualala, north of San Francisco, a couple hours. And here's our place. Go ahead, sweetheart. Walk down the stairs. I think this is our place. I think it's that one on the end, yes. Go to the end? Yeah. Yeah. Got some cool style going on. So this is an Airbnb. Look at the bedroom.
Wow.
Nice place.
Look at the kitchen, babe. Oh, this is the famous artist.
He's got some cool style going on.
Look at this. This is really cool.
Yeah.
This here. Look at this. Wow. This is so nice.
This guy has some soul.
Yeah.
Cool road trip. Cool diversity, cool different zones of the state. Just seeing pine trees, deciduous trees, palm trees, desert,
Yeah.
farmland, coast, mountains. That's what's cool about California. And living abroad, it's like there's pros and cons. There's definitely pros and cons. And while I love the abroad, it's always good to come back to your country.
You're so sentimental.
Go down memory lane. I love it all though. It's all interesting. There's one. Look at that. Whoa. This must be a fortune. Is a Russian settlement on the California coast. Miss Natalia, Ukrainian flag.
There was Soviet Union flag there before.
Fortress wall. There's a ship. Pelicans and the sound of the foghorn. Hear that sound?